It's Jahji.
What is going on, my G's? It's Jahji here. Welcome back to another reaction. Today we're going to be reacting to 7-Eleven employee steals thousands with Apple Pay fraud scheme. Now, I'm going to be real before we even start. At least when it comes to gas stations, anytime I go put gas, go use my card, anything, first thing I'll do is I'll plug and I'll pull and I'll check to see if there's one of those little scanners there. I don't know why all these videos they just have me super paranoid. So I don't know. You let me know if you do the same thing. But let's get into the video.
On March 20th, 2026, officers were dispatched to a local 7-Eleven for an employee who stole thousands in total through a sophisticated tap-to-pay Apple Pay scheme.
It just happened.
That one right there? Is it her right there?
No, she's in the car. Yeah.
Hello. So, manager,
I'm manager, store owner.
store owner?
At the moment, we don't know exact how much. We're still looking. There is goes for months.
Oh, really? So how much at this moment in time?
Right now, I've already accounted 800 something.
All right, so we're above the felony amount already.
So we're still looking, and I think it's gonna be a lot more than probably.
She does.
Bro, like, is it worth it? I don't understand. What are you going to do with $800 and you're still going back to the place? You get what I mean? Like, I do not condone any type of thievery. I don't condone any type of crimes. But at the end of the day, if you're going to do something like that, bro, make sure it's like in your last 2 weeks, you put in your 2-week notice. You know what I mean? Make sure you're not going back to the scene of the crime, because at some point you're going to get caught. I don't get it.
Doesn't know at all. Okay. How did you first find out about this?
So we were actually looking at some lottery shortage from yesterday, and Ashley was actually looking into it. And she pulled up some transactions where we seen some white line in the transaction, and it raises a flag.
White line, what do you mean by that?
Void line. So basically, when you're bringing up a transaction, you have multiple items, and then you see something doesn't need to be there voided. We came across multiple of those under one employee specifically.
I've noticed that in a lot of these videos, a lot of these employees get caught because they void transactions. You know, most of the time you'll go back and the first thing that the employer, the manager, the owner says is, oh, they tracked their transactions and they voided a lot of items. Almost every time that's what they start with,
Name is
without
Edna.
failure.
Edna?
We were reviewing the void, and then we went to map it with the cameras and see what happened, why she voided.
So this white line is essentially a refund or removing?
It's basically type of refund. It's not technically refund, but it's basically bringing up all the items that customers are bringing in, and then before she gives them the total first, and then before she cashes out the transaction, she takes some of the item off the list.
So she was
making the
slick.
total go lower than what it's supposed to be. But she does take the complete amount of money from the customer, puts it in the drawer, and give them the change that they're supposed to get. But the item voided from the receipt basically shows that we're not missing any cash at the end of the day. But the product went out of the store already, which...
Like, just so I can understand, like an example, if the total is $20, right? The customer's going to give her the $20, and then she's white lining items and then keeping whatever. Okay.
So
difference.
she does put the money in the drawer,
Okay.
but we found that she's keeping track somehow in the calculator in her phone how much throughout the day she does, and then eventually she does a card load. The money is in the drawer, so basically drawer sitting over, but it's not over. The product went out the door.
I'm sorry, bro. Can we be real? You're not... Look at the owner. You're not about to scam that guy. You're not about to scam the scammer, bro. Like,
Which the money
what?
should have been in the drawer for, right? So
Not
she's
finna
doing all this
scam
just
me.
so we don't see shortage. So if we
Okay.
don't
Or
see
see her
shortage,
taking the
yeah.
cash.
Okay, so is she only taking cash?
She's pretty much taking cash. She's doing.
Is she
at the
somehow
end,
getting money from the debit cards as well? Or is she only taking cash?
She's too dumb to know how to
not
do
taking-
that.
She's loading money on her card, basically. So
What do you mean,
what
her
she,
card? Her debit
what
card?
prepaid card, any
Okay.
cards. She has like multiple of them. So what she does, she
I
puts
take it
a,
back. I feel
app
like an
on the
a-hole
phone,
now. Look,
Mhm.
that's
and
exactly
then
what
she
she's
scans the
doing.
barcode on the card. Load cards here.
Mhm.
Then she punches in X amount, $40, $100, $20, just random numbers.
Whatever she's kept up.
And then
with.
she says loading money, which to finish that transaction, the customer has to pay the money cash
Mm-hmm.
to put it in the drawer.
Oh,
Which-
okay, okay.
There is no cash coming in,
Okay.
right? Then she completes the transaction, so the money goes on her card. But because she voided all the transactions earlier, the money was in the drawer
Yeah.
from stealing. Basically, she is stealing the cash
Okay.
or putting
So
money on the
she's
card.
keeping track of it, how much cash is coming in,
Yeah.
and then before she goes home or whatever, she's loading
Card.
the card with the same value of cash, but everything looks like it's okay.
Yeah, until we
Because
do our
you-
audit,
you don't
we're
see-
gonna be thousands of short in
And so-
inventory.
So already though, you've tracked it. It's about $800, and you're continuing to try to figure it
I'm
out.
only
How
on like
long?
seventh
Has it
or
been
eighth
going on?
day.
Okay. So on this card of hers, is it like a gift card?
They all seem like a
Different.
they all look like the prepaid cards, and they all have different numbers. These are all verified that she loaded on her card with the video.
And so
I'm only on like seventh or eighth day. I'm still looking. She's been working here for months.
this could have been going on since August last year.
And no, yeah, our camera doesn't go that far back, but
Well, how far back does it go?
so the one we use for
So they have her at $800 over 8 days so far. So she's trying to do like $100 a day, and she's been there for a few months. She's definitely racking up a felony charge. I know he was talking about, oh, that's over the, I think it was like 500 or whatever it is for the state that they're in. But if she's been working there for months and been doing this for a while, she's easily 2,000, 3,000 deep, maybe.
1 month, but then we have another system that does go far back.
Years back. Yeah.
Okay.
But the only problem is all the cards
Mhm.
are different numbers.
Yeah.
And that all the cards are pretty much on her phone because I never seen her actually swipe a card.
So it's like an Apple Pay thing.
Like,
She pulls
yeah,
up on her
cash
phone,
up or time.
Right. Right, so she voids it, returns, whatever. Okay.
puts it into the money on that her card.
So she's never pulling money
Where's
out the
she
drawer,
at?
but the money's sitting in the drawer
That's what I
and
wanna
she's
know.
loading it.
And
They
do we
vote.
have any electronic transactions to show that? No, because it's her cards, right?
Well, that we don't.
And how do you know that she's doing this?
We saw it on the video.
You see her loading on
Mhm.
the same amount as whatever the customer is giving?
Well, no, because she
You can't.
does multiple.
Yeah.
Somebody bought a beer, $20. She was
This guy, whoever that guy is, just came in to, I don't even know, but he's asking the stupidest questions. Like, bro, he's just making him reiterate everything he's already explained.
that somebody bought a package.
Is she loading
What's
the
that?
the value of the beer, or she's loading
Just
No,
random
money?
she's keeping track of the total.
Like, bro's being an idiot.
random amount. I've
Obviously,
seen
it's
this
not gonna be the
before.
same
They've
amount
already
every
accounted
time.
kind of hard to?
$800.
So I'm thinking with the method that she's doing it over time, it would be scheming to the fraud, which would be a felony, right?
Yeah.
The reason I'm asking, I'm Deputy Nova, by the way.
Shake me to the
Are you Corey's kid or no?
No.
Just different.
Just no C.
If we caught her grabbing something physical, we got that right now. That's the currency, that's the money, you know. But this, we're just gonna have to prove. You know, maybe luckily if you interview her and she confesses, she's like, look, if we tell her we got you, it's on video, and she gives you an account of everything she's done, and then she gives you all the information on her phone, and maybe take the phone for evidence. I mean, it could.
Yeah, I'll be able to take her
Or
today
maybe-
unless she admits it to me right
Right.
here.
Just to prove it, we're gonna need her to give us the account numbers, bank information, card information, all of that. Are you short any money though?
The money
No,
doesn't come
The
short.
customers are the ones that are being ripped
No,
off.
no, we are the ones.
You
being
are
ripped off.
actually.
Inventory.
Because they-
Instead of
Inventory.
it being money,
Yes.
it's inventory.
I would say it's a good.
Customer could care less what's going on as long as they get charged what they need to be charged and they walk out with their product. You get what I mean?
Lead out the door, fire her, right?
Yeah, well, I
That's
want
probably
her
your
right
mindset.
already.
That was gonna be one of my questions. You would like to prosecute, right?
Oh,
Okay. Are you Edna? Hi, Edna.
Oh, shoot.
I gotta talk to you real quick. You wanna step over this side?
Damn.
You got an ID on you by chance or no?
Yeah,
Oh, you can just tell me. It's okay. First name's Edna.
yeah,
Is that short for anything, and that's just it?
no, it's just it.
Alrighty, Edna.
Bro, this is mad random, but I was just, doing some research recently, and you see that coconut water right there? I'm just now realizing, well, finding out that there are certain cultures out there. You know, you can do your own research. Certain cultures out there that they will drink this right here like it's water. I mean, it's coconut water. But what I mean is, like, instead of drinking regular water as part of their diet, they will drink this all day, every day. And I'm pretty sure there's a reason to it. There's some type of benefit. But it was a culture shock to me. So mad random, but crazy.
Just gotta read you some, all right? So, no, pretty serious accusation going on right now. That you are basically scheming to defraud the 7-Eleven. Okay? It's been caught on video. There's been transaction
She knows
records
what's up.
of
Look at
you
him.
going to the register, white lining items, and
Yeah,
then
he's
putting the
turning
money
red.
back onto a card. Okay?
Few things.
What do you mean? You done a
I've done a few things.
few things? Can we talk somewhere a little less loud? Here, follow me. You want to step outside and talk about it?
Yeah,
Would that be better? Yeah, okay.
Favorite, he does have some.
That's okay. She's grabbing her cigarettes and we're going to talk outside. Go ahead and come with me. So, what is going on with this? Why are you doing this?
My son got in trouble and he went to jail, and I
Not a good reason. Try again.
need money for him, so I've done a few dishonest things there that I knew better than to do, just to try to help him get caught up on that, which I truthfully was going to pay it back and talk to Ashley, because they are good people. I usually don't do nothing like that.
I get you, but this has been going on a long time. I got $800 that's accounted for already, and they said there's probably more. That's a lot of money.
I just recently started.
When did you start?
It's been within the last month, 2 months. I think he got in trouble. It was a couple months ago when he got in trouble.
2 months makes it.
So you've been doing it for about 2 months, you
A
said.
little bit here and a little bit there. And I pray and feel bad about it.
So do you have any idea how much you've taken so far?
To be honest,
Because I know you're keeping track of it, because it's got to make sense on their books. It took them a while to catch you because there's no missing cash. You're doing it the smart way, I'm going to be honest. But,
it was just the cash app, because that's what I used to put on his books.
so,
The fact that she mentioned her kid was in trouble and she's using like this Apple Pay method, I don't know. A part of it is making me feel like her son is in on it. And if her son's involved, her son was the one who put her onto the whole Apple Pay thing. Because I'm sorry, but I don't see her being able to run this entire play on her own. Nah.
Say,
so use the Cash App. So you're putting that money onto a Cash App card. It looks like there's multiple different transactions on different account numbers, like different cards.
I've only got the one card. I've only done it to the one card.
So it's a Cash App card that you're using?
Yeah.
And you've been doing it, like you said, only 2 months, or has it been longer?
No, it's just been when he got in trouble because I was trying to get a lawyer.
I get you. Okay. Lawyers are expensive. I get you. And you've been working here how long? Since like August last year?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're saying you've only been doing this like 2 months. You sure it hadn't been longer than that?
Yeah. Okay.
And it's the Cash App only card? How did you learn how to do this?
It's just where you add money.
Yeah.
Like I
So
know
you
how to
were
add money.
doing it legitly for customers and you just learned the process?
Yeah.
Okay.
Praying every time, and I had a dream last night.
Yeah.
Just had
She's
that
been praying
feeling
she
just
doesn't get
like,
caught.
young God, I was sorry I wouldn't do it no more.
So you were planning to pay it all back? Well, how are you going to do that if you just kept doing it?
Truthfully, I just got him straightened up, and then I was going to go talk to Ashley, not quite tell her what I done, but
They all
I
say,
didn't know
but
exactly how I was going to do that. Like I said, she has been good to me all along. I do have a conscience. I'm not a bad person. It's just that I knew better.
And you don't know how much you've taken so far?
So I want to say it's been close to 1,000. It's 800. Sure, it's
see, so whenever they give you a number, you know, let's say you're a cop or you're catching somebody up in a lie, whenever they give you a number, whatever that number is, times it by 2. And maybe add a little bit more, and then that's the real number right there. Every time.
Sure, but close to $1,000. Okay, so we're on the same.
She tell you her body counts 15. Double it.
Page, you're just doing the money transfer, right? Where
Yeah.
so basically it's like someone
I'm
gives you
partly
cash,
joking.
and then you're exchanging the
partly
cash for credit onto a card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
something similar to that.
Yeah.
All right.
He even gave me the idea because the customers tip really good, and I had one that tipped me
Oh wow.
$40, and I mistakenly put 60 in there, and then that kind of gave me the idea. I guess it gave me the mastermind of that, which, like I said, I know better, and all that stuff happened with my son.
Absolutely, I get it. Things are hard.
Against my own judgment on that.
Yeah.
That part.
Well, I appreciate you talking to me, telling me about it. I understand you were just trying to help your son, but
Not the right way. Like I said, I
there's
went back.
plenty of better ways to make money, that's for sure. Alrighty. You about done with your cigarette there, Edna? Let's go ahead and you can toss it or whatever you gotta do. Alrighty, Edna. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back, okay? Alright, Edna, we're gonna go to my car and then I'm gonna go ahead and get your purse. Is there anything you want to add, change, or delete about your statement? No? Okay, well, you said you were doing it because your son got in trouble, right?
He's locked up.
And you were trying to make money to help with the lawyer and all that, and you think you don't know how much, but approximately $1,000, right? You said you've only been doing it 2 months. So, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Don't be stealing like Edna.
Oh,
How do you think they're all going to be ready by the end of the day?
Issues.
Oh, shit.
Open book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it. I know it's fucked up.
Okay. Do you think what, like,
I mean, we're just in
Yeah.
February,
so
the end of February, and we're already over $800. I
did he say? Yeah, I know I did it. It was fucked up. Like, bro.
personally see more transactions from January, December, but my camera don't go that.
She told me she's only been doing it 2 months and that she's around $1,000. She doesn't know the exact amount. Said her son got arrested and she's trying to get money for the lawyer.
Oh, that's her reasoning.
She preys on it every day. So,
Edna was charged with scheme to defraud, obtaining property less than $20,000. Share your thoughts below, and please like and subscribe.
Damn, so there you go. That's the story of Edna and her stealing, according to her, just $1,000 from the store. Yeah, to be honest with you, the only thing I would take from this is don't steal. At some point, you're gonna get caught, especially if it's the place where you work at and you're gonna be going back there. You get what I mean? So just learn a lesson from watching this video. If you liked, make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification button so you can get notified when I drop another reaction or video. And make sure you share with somebody. All right? We'll see you next time. Jahji, out.
Thanks for watching. Let me know what you'd like to watch next.